Hey, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Relationship School podcast. I'm your host, Jason Gaddis. Glad and grateful to be here. Man, it is intense out there, and I appreciate all that you're doing to meet your life right now. There's a lot going on, from the fires to the COVIDs to racism to the climate change. There's just a lot happening here. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. How do we deal with all that adversity? But first, I wanted to thank a couple of people, all the RCT students who are now enrolled in our 9-month-long coaching training program. To you all and your courageousness and your desire to help others in a really strong way. Thanks for joining us. We have a huge crew of incredible people. And thanks also to my team and then the supervisors in training who are going to be helping me rock this course out and train people to be relationship coaches and relational leaders out in the world. Hell yeah. Also wanted to thank our MS, Deb. She says, "Thank you. My boyfriend spent 10 years growing up in a South American orphanage. After dating for 7 months, some issues started bubbling up." Imagine that. I sent episode 149, Fear of Abandonment, to him, and it changed his trajectory. So many podcasters are cheesy and annoying. Jason is level-headed and informative, so it felt good forwarding that episode to him. Go back and listen from the beginning. All of them are relevant to being an emotionally healthy human being. Many thanks. Cool. RMS Deb, thanks for getting a lot of values. Thanks for the review as we move towards 700 5-star reviews. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't left us a review, and I know some of you haven't because there's more than 700 people listening to this podcast. If you haven't and you feel like you've gotten value, one way you can thank us and say thank you, Jason, is to just leave a couple comments on Apple Podcasts in the review. That would be amazing, okay? That helps us reach more people, touch more lives. All right, awesome. Okay, in this podcast, I just want to talk about adversity, meeting adversity. Our relationship to adversity is a very big deal right now. If you have it that adversity sucks, it's a problem, and it's out to get you or something, and woe is you, and you're the only person getting beaten up by life out there, think again. There's a lot more people than you suffering in the world. And if we take the view that adversity, we form a relationship with adversity that goes something like this. Adversity, albeit painful and uncomfortable often, is probably helping me grow. Right? Adversity in your relationship, adversity inside your own mind, adversity in your family, adversity in the world, adversity in your neighborhood, adversity in your community. Okay, adversity's job is to get us to be authentic and tell the truth, guys. If you're in pain right now and you tell the truth about that pain, you're an authentic person. I think you and I want more authentic people in the world, don't we? Yeah. So we tell the truth about our discomfort and our pain about the adversity, and that's a huge first step. Also, adversity invites us into relationships with other human beings. Okay, it's another benefit of adversity. Have you ever noticed that when you get smashed by life or knocked down by something going on, a death in the family, being moved out of your home because of the fires, a racist comment, whatever it is, whatever adversity it is, have you noticed how it pushes you to connect with others? People that are on your side, people that support you and hold you in your time of need. Have you noticed that? I think that's one of the coolest things about adversity is it brings us together. I'm not saying, I'm not putting a moral judgment on whatever is coming your way. I'm just saying adversity in whatever form, fires or COVID or whatever it is coming your way. And man, reach out, connect to others. It also shows us where our relationships are, and it shows us who's with us and who's not. So some of us have, in a time of need, have asked for help and no one's shown up. Like maybe when we were a kid. Yet when you're a kid, you don't have the tools like you do when you're an adult. Right now, you have the tools to build awesome relationships. And this podcast is one way, right? Just listening. Some of you, I've gotten hundreds of emails over the years saying this relationship or this podcast has completely changed how you do relationships and it's helped you build better ones. Yeah. So much like adversity out in life, and by the way, blessings to all the people dealing with the fires right now and all the firefighters and their families in California and Colorado and wherever else in the world. Man, there's just so much going on right now. And then we have COVID and all the parents out there. Just big shout out to all you parents who are dealing with homeschooling while juggling work, or loss of job, or kids at home on screens, or whatever your setup is. You know, I feel you, right? Fellow parent here. As my wife and I have been navigating a lot around that. So adversity out in the world is one thing. Adversity in an interpersonal one-on-one relationship is another thing. And I want to challenge you to meet that adversity by learning how to do conflict. That's kind of it, guys. You learn how to do conflict, which is what helps you be more resilient in the face of adversity. If you keep avoiding learning how to do conflict, you're going to keep getting the same results when adversity comes, and you're going to be more in the valley of victimhood, and you're not going to know how to get out. And you're going to stay in the triangle, right? Victim, perpetrator, rescuer. It's a very stable system. I talked about that on the webinar recently. I'll be teaching that more in the coaches training this year. So rise up, folks. Use whatever adversity is going on to rise up. And when you can't, because sometimes we can't, right? Sometimes it feels like too much. The wave feels too huge. Feels like maybe we're drowning. That's the moment when you reach out for help. And same thing, adversity is asking you to get connected to other people. Now, ideally, you have a friend circle that can hold you during a difficult time, that can house you if you need housing, that can be there for you when you need it. And if you don't have that, because you have stories about yourself or you're socially challenged for whatever reason, you can hire someone. You can hire a therapist. You can hire a coach. You can go join a group of some kind. All right? Our relationship coaches will be a temporary ally and guide for you. Not permanent, because you don't want to pay one person the rest of your life to be your friend, an ally. You want to actually cultivate that so you don't have to pay for it, right? But initially, it's essential to pay for help. To fuck, I need help. And there's sometimes some of our friends just don't know how to help us through it, right? They don't have the chops. They try to fix us or rescue us or give us lame advice. So a guide, a helper that we pay for is totally right on, totally okay. And I want to also challenge you want to develop your friendships in such the way that when the shit hits the fan, because it's going to again, you got people that have your back at your side, right? Anchors. And I want you, and if you're like, hey, I'm not going through anything hard, cool, then you're the anchor for other people. You're the ally. You're the person standing tall in the midst of the storm that people can reach out to, and your hand is extended to them. Be an anchor for other people if you're feeling solid. If you're not feeling solid, reach out for an anchor. Okay? This is how we meet adversity. We meet it together in relationship. It's how we do it. All right? It's how we roll here at the relationship school. It's how I want you to roll, because I think your life is going to be so much better when you're connected versus when you feel alone. All right? So it doesn't matter if you're single right now or what you're going through, get people in your life that know you, that can see you, right? That can work through conflict with you. I want that for you. Awesome. Okay, coming up, we are just opening the doors to, I think, by the time this comes out, to our Accepted and Connected virtual event in November. It's, I think, the week of November 14th, right around there. You can come learn all about conflict and how to work through adversity with me. Yours truly. I'm going to be teaching you and guiding you through 2 days virtually. And it's a Thursday night, it's an all-day Friday, it's an all-day Saturday, but don't worry, we're not going to be on Zoom all day. It'll be 10 to 4 with lots of breaks. I want you there, okay? Last year we had a couple hundred people show up. This year it's going to be bigger. We're going to reach more people, and we're going to help more people. Because, again, the world full of people that actually know how to work through adversity is a better world, in my opinion. And I want to make that happen, okay? So you can go to relationshipschool.com/connected, all right? And, again, the crux of any good relationship is learning how to do conflict. When you learn how to do conflict, you get to earn the right to feel accepted by another person and connected to another person over and over and over again for the rest of your life. That's how valuable this skill is, learning conflict. Okay? relationshipschool.com/connected. All right? Stay tuned as I play one of our participants, what they had to say. Okay? Thanks again, everybody. Stay strong and stay connected, and we'll see you next time. All right, if you go in circles with your partner, ex-partner, co-parent, whoever it is, family member, and you can never seem to resolve the conflict, you probably want to come learn how to do it. Otherwise, you're resorting back to your old way and your old habits that probably haven't worked that well, right? Just look at the results you're getting in your life around conflict. Do you know how to successfully work through it every single time? If so, congratulations. If not, come learn. Guys, this is just a basic skill that we all need to learn that we never learned how, but all it is a skill that we need to learn. And it's important to learn when you're not under stress so that when you're under stress, you can do better. Okay, check out one of our students, Brittany here. Her and her partner, Eric, came to our Accepted and Connected event where it's all about learning how to work through conflict. And here's what Brittany had to say.
My partner and I have been really stuck in conflict. When I speak up for my needs, at times I do it in a way that he cannot hear me, and that has him backing away and distancing from me. And so really the conflict between us has been like me wanting to figure it all out right now and him wanting to avoid due to probably the way I was approaching him. And it just leaves us both frustrated and kind of unwilling to get in there. And so I really felt like this weekend was going to help us navigate through those sticky terrains that we've been avoiding. So it kind of felt a little scary to dive in, but I actually feel like we're very much more a team leaving this weekend. Honestly, the most powerful thing that I learned was actually watching a coaching session, just watching this couple argue about something that they were just missing each other a lot, and the coach brought them right into what was really going on. And for me and my partner, after watching that, we came together and we're like, wow, that's us. And so watching that from the outside view and being able to see how the way they were doing conflict was ineffective helped me realize how ineffective I can be in conflict. I definitely would recommend it to others, and I would recommend people to push their edge and bring their partner. For me, I feel like that has really impacted the partnership more so than just me coming alone. So come with your live shit that's happening and just be open to getting some new tools. Show up, basically, just do it.
Yeah. Thanks, Brittany and Eric, for coming, and thanks, Brittany, for sharing that those kind words. People are changing their lives, guys, in 2 days at this event. relationshipschool.com/connected if you want to sign up. And we are in the super early bird window, I believe. Go check it out, relationshipschool.com/connected. And remember, you can bring your partner for $100. That's it. Drag your partner there. Okay? Okay, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day, morning, evening, and we'll talk very soon. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share one of these videos with a friend. We want to help the planet get their act together around relationships. And you are one of them, so thank you.